Well, welcome back, everyone. It was another incredible day in markets after making new all-time highs on the backs of some FANG stock earnings yesterday. We've seen the market have a tumultuous fall back down from an extraordinarily overbought condition. What you're looking at is the S&P E-minis on a day-over-day basis, coming up to a high intraday of 64.68 and a half a point, and then coming down into the after hours here as I record this to lows of 63.57. So over 110 points in terms of a fall from highs to low. How'd the NASDAQ do on today's trade? Well, up at highs at 23,845, down to lows of 23,290, a massive move of over 600 points down on the NASDAQ. Lots of shorting was available in markets today, and there were a few moments where it looked like the market was about to try and stave off the further decline, but the signals kept one on the right side. What am I talking about? Well, if we take a look at the Champion Trend Pack Toolkit and the Triple S Toolkit and combine the two, we note that over here at around 3:45 a.m. Eastern Time, we made the highs for the S&P 500. We pulled back, tried to come back up to the highs, and as you can see, the Triple S line is in the uppermost quadrant of its four-quadrant channel. The Spike 2.0 tool, which is one of those key tools that is part of a WealthCharts Ultimate membership, it's up in the upper area above the two quadrant channel. And what we started to see are the speed lines starting to erode, some negative momentum shifts coming in, and right there, at 5:35 a.m. Eastern Time, we got a champion trend sell zone signal in play. The champion cross zone, which is the opaque red zone in the background, it started to grow. The dot at the bottom of the main chart was in play. We had a triple S sell signal come in right in and around the same territory where we got the triple S line, which is the red line, crossing below the blue line and coming down into the third quadrant from the fourth. We did see a little counter trend bounce, but as we were moving up, we still remained underneath the champion trend sell zone trail line. So great shorts to be had along the ride in the pre-market. And when we get closer to cash hours, it really did start to accelerate. When you look at the cash hours or right into cash hours, price action was coming down underneath the speed lines, under the moving support and resistance channel. We got what's called a range breaker, and then a wealth signal, and then a breakout forecaster, putting us into the latter stages of an accelerated sell sequence. And boy, did we get that tumultuous move down. An oversold bounce played out, and we can see the Spike 2.0 tool warning us of that. But we got that red dot on the Spike 2.0 tool telling us we're likely gonna come down further. So as you're able to see here, the signals in advance of the move are able to provide that narrative, provide that insight as to what direction is likely to persist. And boy, did we come back down again after the Spike 2.0 signal, after the Triple S line continued down through the center of that four-quadrant channel. We got, again, a wealth signal, another breakout forecaster. We resumed this aggressive sell sequence, got to an oversold state, and got a counter trend bounce moving up. And in fact, it was at this time during the day that we had this little moment where we went into what's called a neutral zone. We did not have a sell zone or a buy zone in totality. It did not last very long. The top of the MSR channel effectively caught price on this 5-minute chart of the primary market. And boy, did we move back into that sell signal state again shortly after 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We got very aggressive on the way down. Another oversold condition played itself out, got a bounce, stayed below the MSR channel in totality, and resumed another sell sequence, taking us into the moment we are in right now, in the after hours, where we're getting earnings from Apple and earnings from Amazon. So far, what I'm seeing from Apple, which may have already released, it's up about 0.8% in pre-market as I record this right now. And when we look at Amazon, it did have a knee-jerk reaction up, but it's currently down about 3.5%. So the market is effectively telling us it may have a problem trying to get back up towards those highs, and we persist in a sell signal state. If you enjoyed the play-by-play by key indicator in the Champion Trend Pack Toolkit in the Triple S Toolkit? Well, stay tuned for more. In my next video, I will catch you up with how we're using these signals in a multi-time frame setup to help pinpoint optimal entries for both longs and shorts on an intraday basis in my prop trading accounts, and of course for trading on a swing basis as well. I look very much forward to sharing more insights with you here. Stay safe out there. This market has certainly had a tumultuous fall, one of the biggest bearish reversals we've seen in a long time along the uptrend journey that this market has had. So one that still has some teeth that can potentially bite. Stay safe out there, folks, and thank you for watching. Have an incredible rest of your day. Bye for now.